Hoodoo, the voodoo that you do. All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. Kind of prophetic statement. So you have to learn to respect the process. You don't have to respect everybody that you hate or everybody that hates you, but you got to respect the process. That's why you can't even begin to approach South Korea or North Korea because you don't respect the process. In fact, you probably will infraction so you can feel good about not respecting the process. So I would recommend that you bring together a meeting of a multitude of grand muftis and see if you can work some negotiation with the grand muftis. It's going to require negotiation. What you're going to say is because the Palestinian Hamas did this, now there's no reason that there should be any type of negotiation. That's a scam. I mean, that's what you wanted in the beginning. So, what I would recommend bringing all those people together because that I think that's where it began. It was years ago. I think it was around 2007, but it may have been around 2012. It was at least 2012. May have been around 2007. Apparently, the Grand Mufti implied a fatwa against Israel, and he may have physically done it where he did declare a fatwa, but essentially he painted a picture of Israelis, Jews hiding behind trees, and the trees telling us where they were. So again, when you get into uh, people looking to excel spiritually, and that's one of the routes they can take, then they might take it and did. I know you're not going to begin to at least understand what's going on. However, it begins where I said it began. Hamas isn't going to have so much way if you didn't harass the Palestinian people with the settlers and the IDF and the Mossad and the unofficial Mossad. So that is what it is. Looks like I'm trying to harass me here with Mr. GYG. Are you on patrol there over there, Deep State Neighborhood Watch? You on patrol? You protecting the neighborhood? Scumbags. Nazi scum. You kill any cops lately? While saying you support them? So again, that's a kind of form of one tribe at a time. They support crooked cops. That's the scam. Been like that for decades. And they kill out the good cops. Part of killing out a good cop is psychologically depleting them so you can get them to make a mistake, make an error, commit a crime, kill themselves, kill someone else, etc., so on and so forth. Well, now they're going to play that game. So I was speaking about one tribe at a time way before Gant actually did it. I even spoke about it in the United States as far as the public. My stuff about indigenous personnel. That really is a scab. They support corrupt cops. Trump supports corrupt cops all day long. Hates honest cops. It's like jamming out to some tunes in their vehicle here at Plum and 135th. Radio Free Larry. So the spirits from the head, like when I wasn't broadcasting, and spirits are sometimes cops and marshals and deputies and all sorts of FBI people. They're trying to explain to some of the people. He's like he's a marshal. Well, you did this to a marshal, and that's the response you get from a marshal. The other marshals didn't have this done to them. Well, there are some people trying to explain it to them that you just don't do this. And then, of course, on top of that, I'm a combat veteran and a sapper leader. You're using war, all of you. I'm not going to physically you, but I'm going to use the metaphysics and the psychology of war in return. My goodness. All right, what do I want to do first here? I guess I go get next to my project. I got to return some stuff to Menards. I'm not that good at returning stuff. Hopefully, I get it returned. Wasn't all that much. What I figured out is I wanted to do. I might need it later for a windscreen, but I don't know if it's going to work that good. We'll see when we get to that time period. I was going to get. I needed something around 8 to 9 foot tall, and I don't want to spend as much. I'm going to get two 48-inch poles, glue them together because it's not going to be that heavy. I didn't want to use it like that for a curtain rod because I was worried about the weight. So I wanted to do a sunscreen, and I was going to use one of those. They're real kind of cheap. They're like 5x8, 6x9. They're plastic straw outdoor carpets as a sunscreen. Work pretty good and probably the cheapest way to do it. And then I was going to get two poles. I have those weights. I have 35-pound weights with like a 1 inch circle or diameter circle hole in it that I was using for my I use for my microphone stands and monitor stands when I use a boom arm. Right. So I was going to. I think I may have explained this earlier. So what I was going to do is I was going to build a windscreen like that, and I was going to use my pole I have at home. I have a closet pole somewhere that I use for my lion. Remember a lion that I put over my windows at Wood Spring Suites because people could see in through the wood blinds. I mean, it's not a Wood Spring Suites wood blinds look great, but they're very porous when people walk right next to them. They can see about 4 foot into the room at least. So just trying to test somebody here. See if they're stalker enough to follow me in a way outside of where I was going. But essentially, it was going to be a sunscreen, and then like something came up this evening and said, "Look at the weather." I looked at the weather; it's like a few days of sun, and then it's gone. So even when it's the few more days of warmth, it's still going to be cloudy. So that it's just for now. It's going to go away. So we'll see. There's like a spot in the morning when I go out to do the incense and the Shema and open the Torah ark and all that, where the sun kind of, when I go to chill after I do that and drink a cup of coffee or something like that, it it just kind of irritates me because I have trees to the other side. So essentially, it's like one of those roll down sunscreens. But I live in an apartment. I I don't think they would completely complain, but I don't want to push the gaunt, like push the gauntlet or whatever they call that, the gambit, whatever. Right. So I figured I'd just put two poles inside of that weight thing, and then I had like a fender washer and a lag screw. So I'm going to drill into the center of the pole, put the fender washer in, and then slip the weight over, and that'll hold all that down. And then build the upper structure. Have a Velcro lash, a cross piece onto both of them, and then hang the thingy off of that. And then I do some pole stuff at the bottom, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, they kill cops, man. That's what they do for a living. Pieces of shit. It's pretty much the best way to get money nowadays. Just kill a cop. A real cop, not the bullshit that's out there. At deep states all day. That includes Republicans and Democrats. So I guess the indigenous people operation is failed. But I guess Hamas is insinuating that there was a way for us to negotiate. Now, I don't condone anything they did, but I don't believe the reports from Israel are truthful. Now, remember, in the first place, the problem is, again, we can go to God if you want to, all of you. When we start with this, Israel is wrong in biblical terms. And some of what they did is Nazi-ish. Yeah, they're discriminating against Arabs. Everybody knows that. Then you got these Arabs, the token Arabs. The same way the Republican Party has token people, the same way that the Justice Department has token people. This is our gay person over here. This is our black person. This is our Latino person. They're Nazis. They're all Nazis. Nazis took over. Nazis is a way of treating others. It's not a way of. It's not necessarily something you come against Jews. It's a certain form of government. You were psychologically exterminating them. There's no doubt. So again, that's why the planet's being ended, because you developed a psychological system that involves witchcraft, where you can sit around and go, "We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything." If he was innocent, he wouldn't care about anything. While you destroy that person's life, you block them online. They get on their phone don't work. They know it's you. They're trying to call their mother because they heard their mother was sick. They can't call their mother because you're blocking. No, that doesn't affect people, so they want to become a mosque and shoot all the settlers who are the ones harassing them. Face people. They're the face people that come in there and harass them, while the Mossad and the CIA are online effing with them, trying to make them become Hamas. That's their goal. That's how sick they are. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do.